In this video, we explore one of the most powerful reminders in the Quran, the rise and destruction of the nation of ʿad, and the unwavering mission of Prophet Hud AS. This is not just a historical story. It is a mirror for every generation, a reminder of what happens when power turns into arrogance, and when blessings lead to pride instead of gratitude. Long ago, in the region known as Olakaf, the people of Ād lived in strength and luxury. They were famous for building tall, majestic structures. Their bodies were strong, their wealth unmatched, and their civilization advanced for their time. They believed their power made them invincible. They would say with pride, "Who is stronger than us?" They forgot that their strength was nothing compared to the power of the one who created them. Allah, in His mercy, sent Prophet Hud AS, a man from among them, honest, respected, and noble. He stood before his people with complete sincerity, calling them to worship Allah alone, reminding them of the blessings they had been given, urging them to abandon arrogance, injustice, and idol-worship. But the people of Ād mocked him. They accused him of foolishness, of lying, of being possessed. Hud AS responded with calmness and dignity. He told them he sought no reward, no status, only that they should return to their Creator before the punishment of Allah came upon them. Years passed. The warnings continued. But their hearts grew harder. The people demanded that if the punishment Hud AS spoke about was real, then it should come and destroy them. They laughed, confident in their massive buildings and physical strength. Then, Allah began to test them. The rain stopped. Their crops dried. Their animals weakened. A severe drought spread across the land. Instead of turning back to Allah, they became more stubborn. So when they saw a dark cloud approaching, they celebrated, thinking it was rain at last. They shouted with joy, believing relief had finally arrived. But the dark cloud was not mercy. It was the beginning of their destruction. Allah sent upon them a furious, powerful wind, a wind unlike anything the world had ever seen. It howled for 7 nights and 8 days, uprooting everything in its path. It smashed their buildings, lifted their bodies into the sky, and threw them to the ground like hollow trunks of palm trees. The people who once boasted of their strength were left lifeless across the desert. Hud AS and the small group of believers, however, were saved. Allah protected them completely, showing that faith is a true shelter even when the entire world collapses. Around you, the story of Ād stands today as a warning and a lesson that arrogance leads to downfall, that blessings require gratitude, and that no civilization, no matter how powerful, can escape the decree of Allah. It also teaches us the courage of prophets, who speak truth even when the world stands against them. As we reflect on the destruction of Ād, we are reminded to remain humble, grateful, and steadfast, to recognize our blessings, to avoid arrogance, and to follow the guidance Allah has sent for our protection and success. The story of Prophet Hud AS is not just history. It is a message for every heart, in every era. After the destruction of the people of Ād, the land remained barren for a long time. Their cities, once filled with life, became silent ruins, standing as a testament to the consequences of pride and disobedience. Travelers would pass by these remnants and remember the story of Hud AS and his people, warning themselves not to repeat the mistakes of the past. Prophet Hud AS continued to guide his small community, teaching them the importance of obedience to Allah, humility, and trust in His plan. He reminded them that wealth, strength, and beauty are gifts, not guarantees of safety, and that they must always be used in service of righteousness. His mission emphasized that true success is measured not by power or wealth, but by faith, patience, and good deeds. The Quran describes the people of Ād as a people who denied the truth despite witnessing clear signs. They were arrogant because of their physical strength and societal dominance. Yet these same qualities became the instruments of their destruction. Their story serves as a timeless lesson. When a nation ignores divine guidance, no matter how strong it seems, it can be humbled or wiped out entirely by Allah's decree. Asterisk. One of the most striking elements of this story is the power of Allah's warning. Hud AS did not act out of anger or vengeance. He was sent as a messenger of mercy to guide his people before it was too late. But when warnings are ignored repeatedly, the consequences become inevitable. The destruction of ʿad is not merely about punishment. It is a lesson in accountability. Every blessing carries responsibility, and every individual and society is tested according to what they have been given. Asterisk. The wind that destroyed the people of ʿad is described as a force so powerful that it uprooted everything, homes, trees, and even people themselves. Yet this wind did not touch the believers who followed Hud AS. This shows a clear lesson. Adherence to faith and righteousness provides protection, even in the face of overwhelming calamity. Faith is a shield that no worldly power can break. Asterisk. As we reflect on this story today, it invites us to examine our own lives and communities. Are we grateful for the blessings we have? Do we use our resources, knowledge, and strength to do good? Or have we fallen into arrogance and neglect? Are we listening to the guidance sent to us through prophets, scholars, and divine signs? Or are we ignoring it at our own risk? Asterisk. The story of ʿad reminds us that the patterns of human behavior remain the same across generations. Nations rise in power, forget their creator, and face consequences when they cross the boundaries set by Allah. The message is clear. Humility, obedience, and faith are timeless values that protect individuals and societies from ruin. Asterisk. Hud AS and his followers' survival also shows the mercy of Allah, even in the midst of destruction. The doors of salvation are open to those who sincerely believe and act upon the truth. It teaches us that no matter how dire a situation may seem, turning to Allah with sincerity can bring safety and guidance. Asterisk. In the end, the story of the nation of ʔad is not only a warning, but also a source of hope. It tells us that while arrogance and disobedience can bring destruction, faith, patience, and adherence to divine guidance lead to protection and success. Every generation has the choice to learn from this story and live in a way that pleases Allah. Even today, the story of the people of ʔad and Prophet Hud AS carries lessons that are relevant to our lives. Their destruction reminds us that no matter how advanced a society becomes, no matter how strong or wealthy a nation grows, ignoring Allah's guidance leads only to ruin. Power and wealth are temporary, and arrogance can blind people to the truth. Asterisk. We can see parallels in our own time. People often rely on material success, technology, or influence to feel secure, forgetting that true protection comes from faith, humility, and obedience to Allah. Just as the people of ʔad were warned repeatedly but chose to ignore the signs, many today ignore the reminders from the Quran, the prophets, and the moral compass within their own hearts. Asterisk. Prophet Hud AS showed immense patience and courage. Despite being mocked, threatened, and rejected by his own people, he never wavered in delivering Allah's message. This teaches us the importance of steadfastness. Speaking the truth and doing what is right may not always be easy, but it is the path that leads to protection and success in both this world and the hereafter. Asterisk. The wind that destroyed the ʔad serves as a powerful symbol of divine justice. It was not random or unfair. It was the consequence of repeated arrogance, injustice, and disbelief. For us, it is a reminder that actions have consequences, individually and collectively. Societies that ignore justice, oppress others, or live with arrogance without accountability will face consequences, whether in small ways in this life or in the ultimate sense in the hereafter. Asterisk. At the same time, The survival of Hud AS and the believers emphasizes hope and mercy. Allah does not destroy without warning, and He always provides guidance and opportunities for repentance. Even when the world seems engulfed in chaos or wrongdoing, those who hold firmly to faith and righteousness are protected. This is a timeless reassurance. No matter how overwhelming the challenges, sincerity, obedience, and trust in Allah are never in vain. The story also teaches the importance of community. Hud AS did not act alone. He guided a group of people who were willing to listen and follow. Their faith saved them. This reminds us that surrounding ourselves with like-minded believers and nurturing communities based on faith, justice, and moral values strengthens us against challenges. Ultimately, the story of ʿAad is a message about balance, balancing strength with humility, wealth with gratitude, and freedom with responsibility. It calls us to reflect deeply. Are we using our blessings wisely, or are we letting pride blind us? Are we seeking guidance from Allah daily, or are we following our own desires blindly? As we remember Prophet Hud